Hello and welcome to day 1 of January. So let me be the first to say to you, Happy New Year. If you were out last night, if you were staying up late to see in the new year, then this is going to be a lovely, gentle flow to just ease you into some movement. So suitable for all levels. All you need is your mat. So come and join me. We're going to start in child's pose. So come towards the back of your mat. Take the knees about as wide as the mat. Big toes come together. And then begin to reach the arms forwards, lowering the chest towards the ground. So if your forehead reaches the ground, you can rest it there. If it doesn't and you have a yoga block, you might place that under your forehead. Or just take a few moments here to center in, to just arrive in the space. Taking a moment to check in with how you're feeling, without any judgment. Just being proud of yourself for getting on your mat today. So start to tune in with your breath. If you can, taking the breath in and out through the nose. Deep inhales filling up the tummy. And just softening into the ground with the exhale. On your next inhale, begin to creep the fingertips forwards a little bit. Just increasing that stretch down the sides of the body. And keeping that sense of lengthening, walk the hands over to the left. They might go off the mat. Option to stack the right hand on top of the left. Gently pressing the right sit bone back towards the right heel. It doesn't matter if it's nowhere near it. Inhale, walk the hands back through center and take them over to the right on your exhale. And then bringing the hands all the way back to center. Making your way into a tabletop position. So bringing yourself forwards, bringing the knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. Inhaling, dropping the tummy towards the ground, lifting the chest for your cow, lifting the sit bones. Exhale, press the ground away, round through the spine, drop the heads. Inhale, back into that cow shape, so arching through the spine. Exhale, push the ground away, drop the heads. One more like that. Inhale. And round through the spine as you push away. This time we're going to add on to this. So arching the spine, find your cow. Keeping that arching of the spine, drop the bottom back towards the heels. As you exhale, round the spine, pull yourself forwards into that cat shape. When you get there, arch the spine, drop the bottom back. Exhale, rounding forwards. So beginning to flow between these two poses. Make it nice and fluid. Inhale. Exhale to come forwards. A couple more like this, just in your own time. You can close the eyes if that feels good. Takes away any distractions. And then next time, you're forwards in your tabletop, coming back to a neutral spine. From there, pivot on your right knee to turn the toes out behind you. Shift the weight onto the right hand and knee and open to this modified side plank. Reaching the left arm over past the left ear, and that left foot is grounded and you're pushing down into the outside of it, the outside edge. So you're getting this nice lengthening feeling through the side of your body. Take one more breath here. And then push off the right hand, come all the way up to your gate pose. Left hand comes to the left leg, and now the right arm is reaching over. Bring the right hand all the way back down. Cartwheel the left hand down. Left knee returns, and we'll switch sides. So pivot on the left knee this time. Toes turn out, just to act as a bit of a kickstand to help with balance. Reach the right arm by the ear. Thinking about trying to lift this right hip towards the ceiling. Then pushing off the left hand, come all the way up. Right hand comes to that leg, and then we're reaching over with the left arm. Slowly making your way back. From there, tucking the toes under. Begin to lift the hips, keeping the knees nice and bent for this first downward facing dog. And then once you're there, we'll start to pedal out through the feet. You can take some little nods and shake of the head as well, if that feels good here. Maybe a little wiggle of the hips. Just ironing out any kinks. Begin to walk the hands back towards the feet, bending the knees as much as you need to. So you're in a forward fold towards the back of your mat. Take opposite hands to opposite elbows for ragdoll, and then allow the torso just to sway side to side. So it's just hanging heavy. The movement's coming from the hips. And then next time you're over towards the left, release the hands, bring the fingertips down to the ground. And then just maybe begin to straighten the legs a little if it feels good. Bending the knees, returning back through center. Walk the hands over to the right now. And once you're there, if it feels nice, straighten through the legs. Good, soften the knees, walk the hands back to center. Begin to step the hands forwards, back through your downward facing dog, and now tiptoe the feet towards the hands. Towards the front of the mat. Right hand comes down in front of the face. We're reaching the left arm up towards the ceiling, and as you do, beginning to straighten the left leg. Right knee stays nice and bent. Exhale, soften both knees, come back to your fold. Inhale, right arm reaches, right leg begins to straighten. Doesn't matter if it's not straight. Fold. Let's do one more each side. So inhale as you twist and reach up, maybe look up to those fingertips. Exhale, back to fold. One more time. Inhale, right arm reaches. Exhale, fold. Let the arms just hang heavy here. Let the head be heavy. We're going to roll all the way up to stand really slowly. So keeping a softness in the knees, arms are heavy. Begin to roll yourself as if you're stacking the spine a vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last. When you're there, reach both arms into the sky. Take hold of the left wrist with the right hand and just gently draw it over to the right. Left hips push over to the left. Inhale, bring it all the way back to center. Grab the right wrist with the left hand and take it over to the left. Inhale, back to center. This time, grab the left wrist with the right hand. We're going to add a little step behind. So the left foot steps behind the right. Bend the right leg and find that side stretch. It just takes you into a slightly deeper stretch. If you want to stay with that first option, go for it. Bring it all the way back through center. Grab the right wrist, right foot steps behind. Bend into that left knee. All the way back through center. Release the arms down by your side, mountain pose. Maybe soften the gaze or close off the eyes. Just for a moment, seeing how you're feeling at this point. Flutter the eyes open. Inhale, reach the arms forwards and up. Gaze up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins or thighs, halfway lift. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Reach the arms forwards and up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Let's do that again. Half salutation. Inhale, reach the arms forwards and up. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, so long through the spine, straightening through the legs. Exhale, soften the knees as you fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands through the heart. This time, inhale, reach the arms, look up. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down. Step the left foot back. Lower the back knee and untuck the toes. Inhale as you reach the arms high for a low crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. So you're letting the hips gently shift forwards and down. Don't collapse into the pose. Keep a little bit of activation. Cactus, open the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Hands frame the foot. Bring the right knee to join the left knee. And then peel the body down to the ground. Inhale for a low cobra. Exhale, push back onto the knees, child's pose. Inhale there. Exhale. Inhale, wave the body forwards, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, left foot steps forward. So you can help it through if you need to with that left hand. Lower the back knee and tuck the toes. Inhale and rise. So Anjaneyasana on the other side. Exhale, cactus, open the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale here. Exhale, hands frame the foot. Tuck the back toes. Push off the back foot. Step forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands through the hearts. Let's go again. Inhale, reach the arms forwards and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant down, the right foot steps first this time. Lower the back knee, untuck the toes. Lift the torso and interlace the hands behind the back this time. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as you lift the chest. Deep breath in. As you exhale, release the hands. Left knee joins the right knee. And we're lowering to the ground. So either peeling the body down or bending the elbows and lowering down in one long line. From there, cobra. So inhale, lift the chest, squeeze the bottom. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale there. Exhale. Inhale, wave the body forwards, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, step the right foot through this time. Lower the back knee and tuck the toes. Lift the torso, interlace the hands behind the back, lifting the chest. Exhale, release the hands. Tuck the back toes, step to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to the hearts. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, take a forward fold. And this time, step the left foot straight back. Lower the back knee. Untuck the toes and heel toe your right foot towards the edge of the mat. So you're in your lizard pose. And you can stay here with the back knee down if this feels good. Take some little movements. If you want it a little bit more active, you can tuck the back toes, lifting that back knee. And again, I invite you to wiggle side to side if that feels good. If you want a little bit more, you could bring the right hand to the inside of the right thigh, drop onto the outside edge of your right foot, and just opening the knee here. This could be with the back knee up or down. One more breath. Release the right hand back down to the ground, tucking the back toes if you haven't already. We're going to step straight back to a downward facing dog. Lifting the hips, step that foot back. Maybe take some pedals through the feet. Inhale. As you exhale, step the left foot forwards. So again, help it through if you need to. Lower the back knee. And heel toe the left foot wide this time. Lizard pose. Same options as the other side. You could keep that back knee down. Take some little wiggles here. If you want a little bit more, tuck the back toes, push into that back heel, and really think about lifting that back knee. You're going to get a slightly deeper stretch maybe in the front of the right hip. Same option for that front leg, maybe encouraging that hip opening. Moving in a way that feels good for your body though today. We're just easing ourselves into the year. Bring the left hand back down. Lower the back knee if it's lifted. Bring your left knee back to join the right and take the knees wide. Back to that wide leg child's pose. Bottom towards the heels. Maybe this one feels a little easier than that first one of the class. Slowly walking the hands all the way back in. So you're still in the wide leg position. Take the hands behind the back, interlace them. Wiggle the shoulders away from the ears. Lift the chest. Now you can stay here if it feels nice. You might take the hands away from the base of the spine just to get a deeper stretch. Release the bind, bring the hands in front of you, interlace the fingers again and push the palms away round the spine. Imagine there's a wall behind you and you're pushing your spine into that wall. And then release. Walk the hands forwards. Bring your knees back in line with the hips and then shift the right knee forwards behind the right wrist. Take the right foot across the mat. Wiggle that left leg back for pigeon. So if this feels okay, you could be here in this full pigeon with the leg out behind the hip. If that does not feel good in the front knee for any reason, roll onto your right side and then bring the legs more to a 90-degree position. So you've got more of a zigzag in the legs. And we're not coming down to our sleeping pigeon. We're just pausing here. So you're either here or you've got that 90 degrees in the legs. But you're keeping the chest lifted. Fingertips are pressing down into the ground. Taking one more breath. If you're in your full pigeon, plant the hands back down. Wherever you are, we're going to bring that back knee in. Come back through that tabletop, take it onto the other side. So the left knee comes behind the left wrist, the foot goes over to the right. Now you might do a different variation on this side if you've got anything going on in this front knee. Keeping that chest nice and lifted. If you are in this variation with the leg out behind, thinking about squaring off the hips so you're not rolling over to the side here, trying to keep that stretch. One more breath. From there, we're all going to roll onto the left hip. So if you're not already there, roll on round. Bring the right leg out in front of you. Take the left leg to join it. Paschimottanasana. So legs are out in front, sitting up tall. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale as you fold forward. So think about hinging from the hips. And then when the fingertips touch the ground, you're going to round the spine and drag the fingertips all the way back. Take them out behind you. Circle them up as you inhale. Let's do that again. Exhale, fold it down. Drag yourself all the way back. Sitting up tall, inhale. This time we're going to pause. So exhale to fold. When you can't hinge anymore, allow the spine just to round. The arms can just rest where they land. If you can reach the feet and you want to draw the toes back, you're going to get a slightly deeper stretch into the calves. Instead of worrying about how close to the legs you get, think about reaching your breastbone towards the feet. So you're trying to get this lengthening sensation over the legs. One more breath. Inhale, begin to walk the hands all the way back in. Bend at the knees. Roll yourself all the way onto your back. You can bring the knees with you. And when you get there, both knees are in towards the chest. Starting with just a little rock side to side. And then finding stillness, we're going to start to circle the legs. So one is going clockwise, one's going anti-clockwise. And then circle them back. And then hugging them all the way in one last time. Making your way to your Shavasana. So feet go to the corners of the mat if this feels good for traditional Shavasana. Arms down by your side, palms facing up. If you prefer, you could keep the knees bent and let them knock together. If you've got a bolster, you might place that under your knees. So choose where you want to be. Closing off the eyes or softening the gaze. Just give yourself a few moments here. So if you want to stay here for a little longer, Shavasana, then please do. If you're ready to move on with your day, start to bring some movement back in, maybe a wiggle of the fingers and toes. When you're ready, bringing the knees back in towards the chest, give them a hug in. And then making your way to seated in your own time. It's coming to sit cross-legged on your mat. Placing the hands down onto the knees, palms facing down for a sense of grounding, sitting up tall. Take a deep breath in through the nose and then let it go. Bring your hands together, bow your head, and thank you for joining me for the first practice of the new year, maybe. And I shall see you tomorrow for day 2.